September is Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month, and I'd like to speak a little bit on that topic. Welcome to The Shadows, and I'm Matt Reffick. Suicide is a topic that has long been part of my life. Since as long as I can remember, I've had suicidal thoughts, mostly passive, a few times active. My feelings of worthlessness and abandonment manifested in me not feeling like I needed to live or having the desire to move forward with my life. As an artist, I have the ability to turn my negatives into positives through painting. The sadness that we feel from heartbreak or abandonment or the loss of love or the loss of friendship or just the feelings of not being good enough. Like those are points and places that we can create from, that we can make art from. And that's what I do with my work, and that's what I want to teach you guys how to do and share with you. The Shadows is about acknowledging the dark parts of ourselves that oftentimes go unnoticed or unmentioned or just hidden deep within our subconscious minds that we don't pay mind to. Oftentimes these shadows are where the dark spots of ourselves live and pieces of ourselves that we don't talk about. Suicide has got to be one of the darkest shadows that any of us can carry with us. The shadow of death, especially when it's by our own choice that we're choosing to want to die, has got to be one of the worst feelings ever. The feelings of worthlessness, abandonment, of being no good, of wanting to die, of being depressed and dark, and all these feelings that lead to us thinking that Earth would be a better place if we didn't live here, or life would be so much easier if we just weren't here. We can change that through art and creative processes because we can let go of those feelings and find a sense of worth and find a sense of value by creating art, by creating paintings and drawings and poetry, writing books and making videos. Through the creative processes, we can express ideas, feelings, emotions, thoughts, and we can get them off our chest, and we can let other people know how we feel, and we can help other people by doing so at the same time. So I make these videos to get my dark feelings off of my chest, the feelings of wanting to die and shoot myself in the head or hang myself by the neck or take too many pills or drink too much alcohol or whatever it is that's caused me or given me the idea that that can be a way for me to escape, find my escape hatch, my escape plan. None of that's very valuable because in the end, we just hit the reset button and we die. We can make works of art and make these sad feelings, these dark, dark shadows into something, and we can let them go and let them become something else, let them become something beautiful. So that's what you need to do. Reach out, call out, scream out. Do anything you can do to express yourself, removing the stigma behind how you're not allowed to talk about mental health, how you're not allowed to talk about your suicidal thoughts. My work in this world has become that of teaching people how to turn negatives into positives. I think that the beautiful thing about humanity is that we were designed to create. And much times we feel this darkness because we're not creating. We feel hopeless and worthless. But if you just learn to turn your negative emotions into art, then you're successful in that. And it's in these darkest moments that we can really find ourselves, that we can really find the place where we create from. And that's humanity's greatest gift, our ability to have feelings, to have emotions. I think that the stigma behind mental health, and especially suicide and talking about it and the way it's not socially acceptable, needs to be removed. So I make this video to encourage you all to talk about your emotions, to encourage you all to express your feelings, whatever they may be. If you want to die, you want to kill yourself, that's actually a pretty natural emotion. A lot of us go through it. I know that I have. It's these really dark spaces that the most beautiful things come from, because it's from the darkness that we can really see how powerful the light can be. And the light's in creativity. That's why we as artists need to create. That's why we as humans need to create, or else we'll be dwelling in these dark spaces. Art's an easy way to remove the stigmas about talking about mental health and suicide. The main thing that I want you to get out of this video is that you're not alone, that we can face these problems together, that together we can dissolve our shadows and make them go away, that through the creative processes we can acknowledge the dark parts of ourselves and shed light on them and remove these shadows from our bodies, remove them from our essences so that we can move forward. For me, the greatest way I've been able to do this is through making art, and I hope to share that with you and the importance of doing that with you. And most importantly, I want you to know that I love you. I love you with all of my heart, and I would love to see the artwork that you create from these dark spaces. And I'd love to hear your feedback on this video.